All right, let's see what we have in the story basket. This story is called I Want That Nut, and it's written by Madeline Valentine. Let's see what's happening in this story. I want that nut. So here we have a little mouse, and here we have a little chipmunk, and it looks like we have a little nut. Oh, they must be friends. Yes, 'cause they're playing chasing, and this looks like a good old game of hide and seek. I want that nut. Mouse and Chipmunk were playing together when they heard a kerplunk. They peeked through the bushes and saw a nut. A big, beautiful nut. Wonder where that came from. Probably one of these big trees. Now, what in the world would a mouse and a chipmunk do with a nut? Mouse looked at the nut. Chipmunk looked at the nut. Wow. Mouse and Chipmunk looked at each other. You take it. No, you take it. I insist. You should really take it. Well, I guess I did see it first. Okay, I'll take it. Chipmunk took the nut and ran with it. Oh, I don't know how he feels about it, but it's not a good feeling. Chipmunk and the nut were inseparable. That means they were always together. They were never apart. Chipmunk and a nut? They played together. They read together. They lay in the grass and stared at the clouds together. Now, how much fun is it to play with a nut? That's a question for you. Look over here. I want that nut, says the mouse. Mouse went over to Chipmunk's house for a friendly visit. He very politely knocked on the door. So Mouse and Chipmunk and the nut sat down for tea. One of those does not belong. This is lovely. Thank you, says the mouse. It's our pleasure. The nut and I are happy that you stopped by. Oh, says the chipmunk. Oh, look, says the mouse, a dinosaur. Mouse took the nut. That was a trick. Oh my. Mouse and the nut did everything together. They played tic-tac-toe. They napped together. They were having a dance party together when there was a knock on the door. I wonder who that could be. Might it be a chipmunk? Oh. The visitor looked a little familiar. Hello. I am the judge of the most beautiful nut contest. You may have heard of us. Do you have a nut? Yes, says the mouse. The visitor says, give me that nut. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Do you think this visitor is somebody we already know dressed up? That looks a lot like a chipmunk. Well, Mouse paused. That means he stopped. He looked very closely at the visitor. I think he's thinking, I've seen you before. And he handed the visitor the nut. Shoo! Uh-oh, we were right. That was a tricky old chipmunk. Chipmunk and the nut were having the best time together when Mouse stomped hand over that nut. The nut is mine. Actually, it's mine. Who said that? Oh. It fell out of my tree this morning. I've been looking for it all day. Thank you for finding my nut. Goodbye." It wasn't either one of 'em's nut. It wasn't. It was that squirrel's nut. Mouse and Chipmunk sat down together. "That got a little out of hand, didn't it?" says the Chipmunk. "Yes, it did," says the Mouse. "I'm sorry I stole the nut," says the Chipmunk. "I'm sorry I stole the nut," says the Mouse. "Hey, look at this log." Wait a minute. Are they going to play with the log and dance with the log and take a nap with the log? Mouse smiled at Chipmunk, and Chipmunk smiled at Mouse. And Mouse, Chipmunk, and the log had the best time together. Oh, yes. I don't know how you play hide and seek with a log. And I don't think a log's going to chase you. Maybe you could dance around the log. I don't know. I think the Mouse and the Chipmunk just need to stay friends. What do you think?